Hey, everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn with Bruce Ford of Lodging Econometrics. We're here in Las Vegas. Yeah, it's great to see you. So we're here in Las Vegas. I'm attending the Choice Hotels Conference. Bruce Ford is attending the HD Expo. Be sure to catch our video that we speak specifically to how vendors out there can leverage opportunity in the market. I'll put the link down below for that. But today, I wanted to see, let's talk a little bit about the owner side, some of the trends that we're seeing out there in the market. Great place, I think, to start is the meetings business, because we're both at meetings. We're in the biggest meeting city, or Orlando is, one or the other. And
more rooms here.
Right, more rooms here.
More consolidated rooms here because they're all on the Strip.
Well, I feel, yeah, right. I mean, whatever you can see back here has so many rooms. It's ridiculous.
MGM has just a great runway right into Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
And, of course, your room has a spectacular view, Glenn. Did you get the presidential suite this week?
I know, this is not the presidential. I don't play the casino, so I don't even get to see those.
So Las Vegas, somebody said to me the other day, they're like, well, you know, there's not a lot of cranes in Las Vegas right now. I said, that's because everything's happening in the hotel.
Well, there's still the
building a new building, if you will. Other than
cranes on Venetian.
Well,
2007.
Since 2007, right? So they're painted into the landscape. And of course, the demolition of the Tropicana, which is scheduled to happen soon enough. Okay. But in Las Vegas, it's all about renovation.
Yep.
And it's really just kind of finishing up, if you will. Now, there will be some select service hotels that will do the renovations. Right. But even while we were here, Glenn, at the Luxor, they were replacing all of the lobby carpet.
Drop me a line if you want to see this exciting photo I took of old carpet next to new carpet.
Glenn, you in the photos. I mean, yeah.
All right.
Let's just say Glenn is a droid. He's not an iPhone.
Yeah.
All right, so I've officially called him out.
Yeah, and I'm a little ashamed. You know, it's really frustrating whenever I'm in all these group texts, and when everyone hits like or something, just like I get a whole other text about it.
He's the green screen.
Right. Anyway,
we all know that.
One of the observations that I've seen from my friends at Nolan Group, for example, is that the meetings business has really been on a tear this year. Group meetings of all sizes, smaller meetings have increased in size, and that seems to have been powering our industry, even as business travel still remains soft, right?
Well, of course, Glenn, when we went into the pandemic and we're coming out the other side, people don't necessarily live in the town where the headquarters are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so therefore, the meeting doesn't necessarily happen at headquarters because everybody would have to go there. So they may choose a different location. And of course, hotels are very outfitted to handle this. And this is a lot of meetings that are happening. Right. So you have that 20 to 100 people, or maybe, you know, there's some that are 200 to 400, but in addition, this year, you're also getting some big national conventions that are coming back in a big way.
Yeah.
Okay. And the conferences that, if we're at Mandalay Bay today, we have two hotel industry events colliding at the same week, okay, with anybody who's doing anything in the hotel business in mid-scale and upscale and luxury. They're here this week. So what we're also seeing, okay, is people are focusing on markets, okay? And when we talk about markets, we talk about putting projects under agreement and or signing deals,
right?
Okay? And what's amazing about what's happening there is the amount of time you're allowed to not be under construction before you open the hotel has extended quite a bit.
All right, so the whole notion behind that is you sign a contract and then you get X amount of time to get those shovels in the ground. And that time has extended in the pandemic era.
Noticeably.
Right. And that, I think, probably ties into the fact that we've had unusually high interest rates for the last generation.
And inflation.
Right now. Plus inflation. The cost of goods and services are more. Of course, people are being paid as more as they should. But all of this is conspiring to make getting those shovels in the ground more difficult. So I guess the idea is they want to sign those contracts and give people more runway to be able to get deals closed. And we keep hearing about
longer.
Right. And we keep hearing about these interest rates that are going to drop, and then they don't. Right?
No, I don't think I ever really believed that there was going to be a lot of interest rates dropping this year.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it. I still don't think we're going to see much. I mean, I don't even know why a quarter point would even make a difference at this point.
Yeah.
The economy is chugging along in a way that, is pretty impressive.
Well, it's like the stock market's doubled in the last 4 years or something.
Correct.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it dropped all the way, it went back to 37.5, and it was almost all the way to 40,000.
Right.
The Dow. And, so it's been bopping around a little bit. I think it was 38.9 today.
I don't know. We want this video to be, eternal. We don't need to.
We don't need to talk about that. But what we really wanted to say is that Lodging Econometrics is putting together programming by market. So if you're out there looking for information on hospitality real estate in any market, in any mile radius around your location, Lodging Econometrics can provide you a current pipeline, renovation, conversion, and new construction, including recent sales for any place that you're looking for.
So I want before we wrap up here, I want to hear a little bit about one market that you like, that you think is seeing a lot of particular growth in it. What's the new Nashville?
Well, it's Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas has more projects on its own than any other city. But when you put Dallas and Fort Worth together, which are different and two unique markets separated from each other, you have almost 400 new construction, renovation, conversion, and sales transactions.
397 of them are extended stay hotels, right?
Well, I think we put out that 38% of the pipeline is extended stay right now, right?
Yeah.
That's a very popular segment. Obviously, Dallas would be a great city for that.
Well, also, Bruce, let me just jump in there. Anecdotally, I don't have the numbers behind this, but I've been in Fort Worth a couple of times in the last 6 months, and there seems to be a hospitality renaissance happening there as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that people are waking up to that as a market for potential leisure and convention.
Right.
Kind of different from Dallas. And obviously, everything's bigger in Texas. So, I don't know, right sizing? Is that what we're talking about?
Right. I think that's great. Be sure to check out my buddy over here at Lodging Econometrics, lodgingeconometrics.com. And while you're at it, why not check out the all-new NoVacancyNews.com website designed to make your experience even better. Thanks for watching.